There's a quiet secret buried deep within the fertile fields of Japan, one that's been passed down through centuries of farmers who knew how to pull life from even the most exhausted soils. Modern fertilizers try to mimic it, but nothing quite matches the precision and power of this natural, time-tested formula. Gardeners who've discovered it call it liquid soil life, a simple brew that awakens the earth and turns dull gardens into thriving ecosystems. Today we'll reveal exactly how this ancient Japanese technique works, and how you can replicate it right in your backyard for unbelievable harvests, season after season. For centuries, Japanese farmers have been known for producing lush rice paddies, vibrant vegetables, and perfectly balanced soils that seem to renew themselves year after year. Their secret wasn't synthetic fertilizer, it was a living elixir created from fermented, organic matter. This ancient method, often referred to as the fermented bio-solution, uses a careful mix of simple, natural ingredients that awaken the microbial life in the soil. Unlike modern fertilizers that feed only plants, this formula feeds the soil. It revives dormant bacteria, fungi, and beneficial microorganisms that work symbiotically to unlock nutrients, decompose organic waste faster, and make minerals available to roots. The result? Explosive plant growth, strong immunity against disease, and a soil structure that stays rich for years without constant intervention. At its core, this Japanese method revolves around controlled fermentation. Farmers discovered that by combining a source of natural sugar with organic waste and beneficial microbes, they could create a liquid teeming with life. When poured into soil, these microbes multiply, digest organic matter, and release nutrients slowly, creating a continuous cycle of nourishment. This is not compost tea. It's far more potent because fermentation breaks nutrients down into forms that are instantly available to plants. The mixture is also rich in enzymes, amino acids, and vitamins that stimulate plant metabolism and accelerate growth. To make this powerful soil activator at home, you'll need only a few ingredients, but precision matters. Here's the exact formula used by master gardeners who've adopted this centuries-old practice. You'll need 1 liter of non-chlorinated water, preferably rainwater, 2 tablespoons of molasses or unrefined sugar to feed the microbes, 1 cup of rice wash water or fermented rice rinse as a natural microbial source, and half a cup of well-decomposed compost or worm castings to add beneficial organisms. If you'd like, a small handful of crushed eggshells can be added for calcium. For preparation, first, mix the molasses and rice wash water in a clean glass or plastic container and stir until the sugar is fully dissolved. Next, add the compost or worm castings and stir well to distribute the microbes evenly. Then, pour in the non-chlorinated water, leaving about 1/3 of the container empty to allow space for gases produced during fermentation. Cover the container loosely with a breathable cloth or lid, not airtight, and store it in a warm, shaded area for 7 to 10 days. Stir lightly once a day. During this time, beneficial microorganisms multiply rapidly. The liquid will develop a pleasant, sour-sweet smell, kind of like fermented fruit. If it smells foul, it's been contaminated, and you'll need to start again. Once it's ready, strain the mixture through a fine cloth. What you have now is a concentrated microbial solution that can be stored in a cool, dark place for up to a month. For garden application, dilution is key. Never use it concentrated, it's just too strong for plant roots. The dilution ratio is simple: mix 100 milliliters of the fermented solution into 10 liters of water. This is honestly the perfect strength for soil activation, foliar feeding, or even compost acceleration. For soil, just pour it around the base of your plants once every 2 weeks. For leaves, spray it directly onto the foliage early in the morning or late in the evening. And for compost, add a few cups of the diluted solution to speed up decomposition and neutralize odors. Within days of application, you'll notice deeper leaf color, faster growth, and a richer soil texture. The microbes quickly colonize the rhizosphere, that's the zone around the roots, creating a living network that feeds and protects your plants. The secret to its effectiveness really lies in how it mimics natural forest cycles. In undisturbed forests, fallen leaves, moisture, and microbial life work together to recycle nutrients. This Japanese method, honestly, recreates that same closed-loop system right in your garden. The molasses provides immediate energy for microbial growth, while the rice wash introduces beneficial lactic acid bacteria and yeasts. The compost or worm castings supply diverse microorganisms that decompose organic matter and unlock nutrients. Together they create a self-sustaining soil ecosystem that doesn't depend on synthetic additives. Over time, your soil develops what farmers call permanent fertility, a state where the soil continually regenerates itself. Plants grown in such living soil develop stronger roots, enhanced flavor, and higher resistance to pests and diseases. While, modern agriculture focuses on feeding plants nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the Japanese system actually focuses on feeding the life that makes those nutrients available. Research now confirms that over 90% of plant nutrition depends on microbial processes. When those microbes are active, they can unlock trace elements from minerals, fix nitrogen naturally, and even secrete hormones that promote plant growth. So, this means healthier plants without chemical overload, and soil that gets better, not worse, over time. The real beauty of this method is that it doesn't just grow plants, it builds soil. After a few months of regular application, you'll notice the ground becoming darker, softer, and more crumbly. Earthworms return in numbers, water retention improves dramatically. Weeds even become easier to pull because the soil structure is loose and well aerated. Many gardeners find that after one full season of using the fermented microbial solution, they need far less compost or fertilizer. The soil becomes self-sufficient and become a living, breathing organism that continually renews itself. What makes this ancient Japanese method so remarkable isn't just its results, it's the philosophy behind it. It teaches us that the health of our gardens mirrors the health of the soil beneath them. When we nurture the unseen life in the earth, it rewards us with abundance, far greater than what any synthetic formula can achieve. It's a return to balance, a reminder that gardening isn't just about feeding plants but about restoring life itself. And that's something every gardener, beginner or master, can embrace today. If you've been struggling with tired soil or uneven harvests, this could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Try the fermented soil activator formula, follow the ratios carefully, and give your garden 2 weeks. You'll witness what generations of Japanese farmers already knew. When you feed the soil feeds everything else.